Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'll show you a sci-fi TV series, Altered Carbon, Season 1, Episode 10. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The meths have an unlimited lifespan and wealth. They live a lavish lifestyle, but very often they bring evils on themselves. As the last interstellar warrior in the world, Takeshi is smart and has the best combat sleeve. But now he is in big trouble. His sister captures him and has him under control. Takeshi and his sister have lost contact for over 200 years during a war. During this time, Takeshi's sister started to build her own business empire. She's done everything for money, including drum trafficking, bribery, swindle, and murder. She has also changed from a kind and innocent girl to a cruel and powerful businesswoman. Now she is not just super rich, but becomes a meth. But she has a better life than when she was a kid. She and her only family, Takeshi, have drifted apart. In Takeshi's eyes, his sister is no longer the same person that he used to know. She still has the same face, but her heart has turned evil. Now she has come up with a way to torture her brother. She passes him a gun with one bullet in it and asks him to shoot either Lizzie's father or Beauty. Both persons are important to him. Takeshi can't make the decision. One is a good man, and the other is his friend. Takeshi hesitates for a second, and then points the gun to his own neck and pulls the trigger. To his surprise, there is no bullet in the gun at all. He is tricked by his sister again. After all, Takeshi is her brother. She wouldn't go too far. As long as Takeshi promises to stay with her forever, she will not kill Beauty and Lizzie's parents. Takeshi has no choice but to agree. Takeshi is a wise man. He will not fight when the odds are obviously against him. Though Takeshi looks submissive, his sister doesn't intend to let his friends go. She orders the ghost man to bring some men to the Raven Hotel and kill everyone there. It shouldn't be easy to break into the Raven Hotel, because the hotel is managed by an AI receptionist who doesn't have an entity and can control the heavy weapons in the hotel through the internet to fight back. It should be impossible to beat him. Ordinary people are no match for the receptionist. But the ghost man is an expert in computer technology, and he knows the receptionist's weakness. The ghost man breaks into the hotel and uses an electronic equipment jammer to destroy the reception system straight away. He also shoots Beauty's colleague, who is trying to fight back. A while ago, Lizzie's sleeve was killed while she was at work. She was shocked. Even though her stack is intact, her consciousness in the stack is unstable. Takeshi wanted Lizzie's father to accompany him to a party held in Arium, so he offered to help Lizzie recover. He brought Lizzie's stack to the Raven Hotel and asked the receptionist to treat her in a virtual world. Now that the receptionist is dead, Lizzie, who stays in his virtual world, should have been dead, but she didn't, because the receptionist has remotely transferred her consciousness to a random spare sleeve in clouds as she wishes. A few months ago, Lizzie was totally broken and couldn't communicate. Now she is basically healed under the receptionist's treatment. During the treatment, the receptionist has been keeping Lizzie's company and teaching her combat skills and using weapons, helping her transfer the fear and sadness into anger at her enemy. Lizzie has become a killing machine. She swears that she is going to kill all the people who tortured her before. After Lizzie gets used to the new sleeve, she changes back to her original appearance. She puts on a black leather suit and starts killing every pervert and meth she encounters on her way to find her parents and Beauty, who are escorted by some security guards. Lizzie beats all the guards easily and saves her parents and Beauty. The moment Beauty is free, she runs back to save Takeshi, while Lizzie and her parents go to the power room to cut the main power. Without power, Clouds will fall to the ground in 10 minutes. They need to get out of there before that. Clouds activates the security system by itself when the power is gone. All the doors are shut automatically. Takeshi's sister is locked in her bedroom for safety. Takeshi is locked in the same room as his sister. Beauty is shut out of the door and she can't get in to help Takeshi. She can't do anything while Takeshi is fighting with his sister in the room. Takeshi's sister shoots at him, but she misses him. Takeshi knocks her gun off with a sword. Now they have to fight each other with a sword. Beauty is very worried, listening to the fierce fighting in the room. Suddenly, the ghost man appears in front of Beauty. He wants to kill Beauty and sends her to heaven to reunite with her family. Beauty would not have been his match, but she can't lose the fight. She needs to get revenge for her family's death. Her anger gives her increased strength. She breaks the ghost man's ankle with a bare hand. Ghost man lies on the floor in agony, and he can't fight anymore. Beauty would not let him die easily. She wants to torture him and let him die a slow and horrible death. Before she can kill him, the chief officer from the Bay City Police Department and the lawyer fired by Lawrence earlier come to Clouds to evacuate people here. Takeshi's sister bribes the chief officer and pays him every month. That's why the chief officer does nothing about meth's crime. The chief officer stops helping Takeshi's sister because the ghost man angers him. Earlier, the ghost man destroyed the Raven Hotel and killed Beauty's colleague, who was also police. Having seen his men being killed one by one, the chief officer can't stand it anymore. He has had it enough. Just then, the lawyer that was fired by Lawrence came to the chief officer and asked him if he would like to know where Beauty was. She knew how to save Beauty. The chief officer knew it clearly that if he didn't do anything, Beauty would die too. The chief officer thought about it for a while and made up his mind not to be a coward anymore. He went to Clouds with the lawyer and other police to capture those meths. Beauty stops the chief officer from executing the ghost man. She has unfinished business with the ghost man. Beauty rips the ghost man's stack out from his neck and destroys it herself. She finally gets her revenge. Now Takeshi's sister's business empire has completely fallen. All her men are dead. Clouds is going to fall. Her backup memory is destroyed. Her reputation and wealth are gone. All she is now is one last life. Even so, she doesn't intend to plead guilty. She still tries to convince her brother to go with her. She thinks if they work together, they can make it out to the escape pods. They can start everything over again. Takeshi can't believe what he heard. He is angry that she still doesn't know she is wrong. He knows that the only way to make it right is to put her in jail. When Takeshi grabs her gun and is going to shoot her, she tells Takeshi a secret. She claims that she backed Quell up before the explosion and hid it. If Takeshi can help her out, she will give Quell back to Takeshi. Scarcely a day goes by when Takeshi doesn't think of her. He has been missing her for hundreds of years. Takeshi is tempted, but he doesn't lose his mind. He can't let his sister escape. He shoots his sister and holds her in his arms, waiting for Clouds to fall. Beauty feels desperate that she can't get Takeshi out. She has to leave with others in tears before Clouds falls, hoping that she could see Takeshi again in the future, because she knows Takeshi's stack won't be destroyed from the falling. Takeshi and his sister's sleeves may die, but their consciousness is preserved well in the stacks. Takeshi wakes up and finds himself in a virtual space. His consciousness is activated by the police. They have something to talk about with him. Although Takeshi has solved a big crime and helped the police capture the person who is behind everything, his sister, the police can't allow two Takeshi to exist at the same time. Earlier, Takeshi cloned himself and let the other sleeve go to an island. According to the law in the Protectorate, only one person can have one consciousness in a sleeve at a time. Now Takeshi has to decide which one of him should live. Takeshi and his clone have the same sleeve and mind. They are equal in every way. Even when they are playing rock, paper, scissors to decide who should die, they always play the same cards. They don't want to kill each other, but this is not going anywhere. In the end, Takeshi wins and his clone has to be sent to be destroyed. But Takeshi doesn't have time to grieve. He has one more important thing to attend to. He needs to go to Lawrence with Lizzie's family, Beauty, and other police to reveal the truth and arrest the guilty. Earlier, Lawrence killed a girl in Clouds under the influence of a drug. He is now arrested for murder. Lizzie also tells who killed her and tortured her. It was Lauren's wife. Lizzie worked at a nightclub. She was Lauren's favorite. After a while, Lizzie was pregnant with Lauren's baby. Lizzie was only 18 years old. She panicked and went to Lauren's home to tell him. Lawrence wasn't home that day. When his wife knew it, she offered to pay Lizzie, but Lizzie refused to accept the money. Lauren's wife got angry, so she kicked Lizzie until Lizzie and the baby inside her were both dead. Lauren's wife didn't stop. She ripped Lizzie's stack out and sent it to the clinic to have Lizzie tortured in the virtual interrogation room until Lizzie was crazy. Lawrence's wife couldn't have done that without Takeshi's sister's help. She owed Takeshi's sister a big favor. Later, she drugged Lawrence with filter by kissing him to return the favor. Lawrence starts to argue with his wife in front of everyone after he knows the truth. Lawrence, his partner, and Takeshi's sister's stacks are going to be taken out. What's awaiting them is thousands of years of digital sentences because they have committed the most heinous crimes. This punishment is more horrible than death. With all the guilty going to prison, the long-forgotten Act 653 has finally been passed by the council. The victims murdered are going to be brought back to life to identify the killer. Takeshi's sister's case is now clear. Riker, the policeman who was framed and sent to prison, is going to be released soon. Takeshi doesn't need to worry that Beauty would be alone, but he needs to give the sleeve back to Riker and leaves in a new sleeve. Takeshi has another purpose in life. He needs to find Quell's backup memory and brings her back to life. Before he leaves, he also uses his own money to redeem Lizzie's mother's original sleeve. Lizzie's family is back to normal and enjoys a happy life. Takeshi has embarked on a new journey to find the love of his life, Quell. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your fun for today.